All right, we're at Velocity 2011 with Benji, the Journey Church in Tifton, Georgia. Benji's 13 months in to his plan. And Benji parachute dropped in at Tifton. Didn't know many people there at all. But Benji, what we'd like to know today is, tell us about your launch. Did you use the network to launch? Was that a good call? And kind of how did you settle in on Tifton?
Right. I surrounded myself around some other church planners and guys that were doing it to learn from them. One of the biggest things I did was I took my time. I took 12 months prior to launching in the community, building relationships and just understanding the culture, the people that were there, and spending 12 months with them, learning about them and how I could minister to them. And so that was very helpful in our launch of our church.
We hear people talk about that a lot. Like, I went there and learned. What did that look like? Did you get a job? Did you hang out all day long? You know, did you play Xbox? What did you do?
I hung out at Starbucks a lot, drinking coffee, building relationships. I got a part-time job at Chick-fil-A. One, to help support the beginning of the church plant. Secondly, the first couple of services I had everyone from Chick-fil-A coming to help us. So it was just a way to build relationships with people in the area.
Great. Let's talk about resources. So that 12 months, you're getting to know your community, getting to know people. Was there a blog that you were reading? Were there books that you were reading? Was there a pastor you were listening to that kind of really helped quite a bit?
There was a pastor in Valdosta. It was a church plant about 4 years ahead of us, and so I got involved in a network there with him. I also got involved in a network here at Mountain Lake with Sean and David, and they helped me a lot. Just getting plugged in with other guys that are further along than we were, and just letting them pour into it.
So you had a good infrastructure in place. People kind of let you know what was coming.
Right.
But there were some surprises, I'm sure.
Right.
What were some of those surprises? You're like, man, I never would have guessed this would happen.
One of our surprises, I think, would have been the discipleship part for us. We expected to grow really small and take our time building discipleship, and overnight our Sunday morning attendance started to increase really rapidly, and so we had to go back and begin to develop small groups after we were already large. And I wish we could have started with smaller core groups prior to getting so large. So we're having to actually backtrack and do discipleship now that we have all these people coming.
That's great. So we're 13 months in. You made it. 13 months. How are you feeling? Are you worn out? Are you kind of on a? Are you still on a buzz? I mean, how does this feel?
Yeah, still on a buzz.
Okay.
It's good. It's challenging, and there's times that you go through difficult things, but it's still a buzz. It's still exciting. It's good stuff.
When you're going to sleep at night, what's kind of milling it through your mind? What are those things you're kind of thinking about?
Where are we going next? Facilities, finding permanent facilities, all those sorts of things that come into play. Where's God taking us next, and what do we need to prepare ourselves for? To be more proactive than reactive. Okay. To be prepared.
Let's talk a little bit about family. I know you're married, of course. How has this impacted your family, your relationship, your wife? Do you have children? How did all this come together in the past 13 months? Is your family better because of ministry, or maybe not so much?
They embrace it. They're part of it. It's part of our life. We do separate the two at home. I turn my phone off and try to be with my family. We planted January of last year, and February we found out that we were having another kid. So I have a 3-month-old now, or 4-month-old, I guess, and also a 3-year-old. And they love it. I mean, they're a full part of it too.
That's great. All right. Anything else you think a church planner should know? That sage piece of advice?
Come to Church Planners Conference.
That's great. Yeah, come to Church Planners Conference and go to churchplanners.com.
Yes, churchplanners.com.
All right. So Benji, if they want to find you, what's your website address?
JourneyTifton.com. My email is Benji@JourneyTifton.com.
So planners, listen, you got a guy that's a little bit ahead of you. He's made a few mistakes. He'd love for you not to make the same ones.
That's right.
And he'd love to live life back into you as well. So look Benji up. He'd be happy to help you out. Benji, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.